morning, this is Melissa with the StockSwoosh.com, and today I'm going to review with you MRK. This is a gap down. This was gap down today that I watched all morning, said this is a good gap, it's weak, I know it's going to work, and watched it and followed through with it, stayed with it all morning, and really just chunked it away because it's actually still trading right now. It's only 2:40 in the afternoon, but I'm done with it. I think it's going to have the nice, solid continuation to the target that I want on Monday. Actually, this is what I was looking for here. Yeah, definitely here. Definitely 41, 20, 41. And really in here for the bigger target. I mean, honestly, I found the number this went to today. 41.51 was the bottom here, and 41.52 was the close of this bar here. Do you see that? The big close of this bar here was the low of today within a penny. Remember, these things are areas. What did this do today? Well, it gapped down. Fine. I saw it. I knew that this is going to work. I knew this was going to work for lots and lots of reasons. I rated the gap. It rated extremely well. So that's why I didn't really watch anything else out of the gate today, because I had 100% conviction this would work as a good gap. This thing has been on the move up. Okay, it's been on the move up. So fine, whatever. But there were signs to people that own this stock to take some of this thing off. And I knew today would be an utmost sign for people to get out if they hadn't gotten out here and this big red bar and this gap down. If they hadn't gotten out here and this gap down, then they surely would get out here today, which they did. However, the market is a little bullish today, and it's kind of holding this up. In fact, let's look where the market's at right now. It rallied up a bit here this afternoon, so this thing, I don't think MRK is going to go back down to the low of the day today. No, it's not going to do it until the close. I mean, we have an hour left. I'm done with it, but there's a possibility, I guess it could, but with these topping tails it's making here now, no, 22.25, no, let's look at it. Here we go. This was this morning, had the drop, set up again, okay? Here's where it needed to continue lower. And in fact, I made a decision, I discussed this in my trading room this week. I'm not making excuses for anything anymore. If I'm in it, I play it in the morning and I get back in it for a second chunk. It's got to go and break to make a lower low. It's got to do it. I'm not waiting around these things forever making excuses for them anymore. And if I'm up and I'm in this another move, a second, third move in it, I'm not giving back that profit. I'm just going to chunk away a day then on it if it doesn't break a new low, because this should not be doing this. As soon as I saw this, I said this should not be doing this. I said it shouldn't go over 42. As soon as it went over 42, yeah, it could have held 42.05, but I knew it wasn't going to. I took my stop out here before it hit 42. And then it dinged up here, and now look at this. This looked like it was going to go back down again, but no surprise, it didn't. Why? This is a mess in here now. Went back up to this number, 25, 22. It's going to come in probably and end in here. It's going to end the day with a topping tail and a bottoming tail and a red body. I mean, I saw that this morning after it wasn't breaking hard. This isn't a long now just because it didn't go back down on the day. It's a short. It's just not getting the kind of momentum through it here that I want to see for nice solid follow through the next target. Why? Market did break out today and it's bullish, and the stock had a lot of selling in it post and pre-market, okay, from here to here from last night. Happened hard in the morning, and it's just resting now. This was, this morning this was very easy to read that there was computers trading this. Let me see here. Hold on. This is the first bar of the day. And you can't do anything with that then. There's no entry here. No entry here. Didn't hit a number I had written down. Did hit a number though. Okay, high of this is 42.75. Have to wait. This is clearly, like, you can tell that this is not a human being trading this. Look. This is what I'm sitting there watching. First of all, there's no entry. And second of all, it looks like a gobbledygook. Okay? And that isn't people. This stock was traded today by people plus machines. And I can say to, first of all, I don't like to trade anything that's like 75-80% machines and a little bit of people. Like, this is probably half and half today. But honestly, as the day goes on, I'm noticing it looks more machiney. It's fine. I'm familiar with it. I know how to trade it. But I can't get in a bar that looks like that. And this isn't an entry anyways. But I still liked it. I still followed. I still waited for an entry. Why? Because the pressure is down. To make a flip like this, to open at 42.24 and go up to 42.75 and come all the way in 50 cents in a tail like that in a split second is a computer doing that, but the pressure is selling. The pressure is down. It's bearish. It's a bearish bar. I know it is a green body, but it still is. Still can't do anything with this though. No entry, no entry, no entry. This thing was so weak it gave no entry. That was the problem. In fact, look at all this. I liked this morning at 8 o'clock. I said, this is great. I should have just shorted it right there. In fact, let me see here. What the heck was 42? No. There. That was this morning at 7:51. Look at that. Interesting. Well, anyways, the point was it sold off all morning. Liked it. And then all of a sudden it did this. There it is. Push up there. So that's a machine, but there's no entry. And the selling came in such a pressure force that it didn't give me an entry. And the momentum was in this move all the way down here. It's just one of those things. I chased it here for a cheat entry, thinking it could break right here and then drop hard. As soon as I did it, and got this drop, I took some out and just for a quick move down, because this is a cheat entry. This isn't a real entry here. And I knew I was cheating it, but I was like, gosh, this thing might just go. And it pretty much did since here and went all the way there. Waited for a proper entry here, got it, took it down, and this is it. This is the low of the day. And it's not going to see it, I don't think, before 4 o'clock today. It's just not going to. It's a shame, because the stock really, really is a nice gap, and it's going to have follow through, I think, nicely on Monday. So this is a watch list for me on Monday. Waited here, rallied over this area here, which I didn't want it to do. Really didn't want to see it rally over 42. Came in here, rallied over 42 by 5 pennies. I said, okay, fine. Reshorted this in here. Had a nice position in this here. Got the drop down, said had to break 80, had to break 75. Did it. Everything looks great. But you know what? This had to go right in here. At half my stop position over 89, left the rest up here. Luckily, I ended up getting out my half in here into this drop, because I said, you know what, this is wiggly jiggly. I see what the market's doing now. And so took half out here, and really should have still kept the rest of it here. But you know what, this just reminded me, I'm not making excuses for this stuff anymore. The later it gets, they don't break a new low, I'm out. That's it, done. So this was a nice move today though, but I chunked it. It was a chunk and a chunk and a chunk. And sometimes that's what you have to do. It's just I didn't get the solid, fluid, bearish move of the day in this selling happen in a crazy bar and dropped with no entry. And this is the only proper entry it had before it went to the target today. So what are you going to do? These are live living beings. I stuck with it. I got as most out of it as I possibly could. I can't see any reason why I've taken the whole thing off there at 70. It was idiotic. And, no one knows. You have all the numbers written down, you play it, it's got to do what it's got to do, it's got to do what it's got to do in the reversal times, it's got to do what it's got to do with the numbers. And if it stops and halts somewhere at a number that makes no sense, then what are you going to do? Sometimes these things just need more time. And I think this thing was not ready to go hard today. It is a terrible gap. It did drop hard today, but it happened so fast in a boom. And then it just kind of pittered off the rest of the day. And I think it goes really the way we wanted to see Monday or Tuesday maybe. But either way, the gap's intact here. This gap is going to hold. This is a great short. And actually, it's a swing core entry to take this short here today. The target on a core trade is 36.50, 37.50, $37, $37. So there you go. This is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com. If you're interested in more information about my live trading room, where I called this trade, I called this gap, I said at 8 o'clock this morning, that was going to work, and I had all the numbers. If you're interested, email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Thanks, and have a great night.